All right, hello. Welcome back to yet another episode of the Talk of This Football Podcast. Um, as always, thank you for listening in, and you're in for quite a show because this past weekend we had quite a lot happen in the world of football. Well, let me not say world of football, world of Premier League. And we're gonna take it to the biggest game of the weekend: Liverpool, Arsenal. Now, there was a lot of things riding on that, specifically from the Arsenal side of the ball game. As you know, Arsenal and Man City, my Man City, are entangled in the title race. Chelsea. We don't need to speak on where they're what race they're in. But right now the gap is let me look at the table.
5 points.
5 points?
6. Is it 5 or 6?
No, I think it's 6.
Let's see.
Excuse me. It's 6 points.
6. Yep, 6
It's
points. Could have been a lot worse had Arsenal won, but Liverpool came out and made it a fight, contrary to what they've been putting out in recent weeks in form. So, with all that said, the first question I have for you guys is this: should Arsenal be worried?
Yes. Take it away, Sean.
I would agree that they should be worried, but I don't think they should be like shaking in their boots and like giving up just yet. You know, because like the same way they got here is the same way if they're gonna win the Premier League. That's how they should keep moving, just one game at a time. That's it. And
So
who do
you
they
love
have
yourself.
up next? No. They came out and they were deserving to go into that half 2-0. But Liverpool, and it's not even like Liverpool played well. They just refused to lose at home to Arsenal, and they came back. And even at the last moment, Arsenal could have won that game. But that last pass, I don't remember who it was, but that last pass was maybe like Zaka to Saka, like that went that way. He messed up the last ball, and that could have been their chance where they won the game. So, you know, like they could have won that game. I don't think they would have lost, but I feel like there's certain ways they could have gone about and done better in that game to manage it and make sure they're left with 3 points. But Liverpool were just they just didn't want to lose. They were like, no, we're not losing at home to Arsenal. I don't think have they lost at home. When was the last time they lost at home in Anfield? Was it Man City?
It was this season. It was this season.
Was it
We lost
Man
at Anfield this season more than a couple times, and one of them to a lower half of the table squad. But to your bigger point, I agree with most of your saying. Where I have to disagree with you is whether or not Arsenal probably should have lost that game. I think they should have lost that game, bro. That second half was, I won't call it a collapse.
No, that second half was box to box. Like they were going at each other, and Arsenal like flubbed all their chances in that half.
Were they though? It was box to box, but I just can't say that Arsenal had the same clear-cut chances as Liverpool, because you have to remember Salah missed a penalty. Salah did just on that, and I'm not even counting all the other chances that they had outside of the 2 goals they scored, but just on that missed penalty alone, Salah bags that penalty. There's a game. It's a done deal. Game's 3-2. It's 3-2. So if I'm Arsenal, no, I'm not worried from the standpoint of, all right, we've been playing well. We have this good run of form, and is that form suddenly going to disappear? No. But where I'm concerned is, I don't know if they can finish out games.
Look, the thing is they have a bunch of very tough games, but I feel like nothing should change in their approach. Just take it one game at a time, and they have to beat who's in front of them. Like I'm not saying that they're gonna win all their games if they have that approach. But I'm just saying, if I was an Arsenal fan, which I'm supporting Arsenal, I think they're going to win. The only way they can win is just relax, forget about dropping points at Liverpool, and just beat whoever's next. Focus on whoever's next, and that's the only way they can do it. Like that's their only chance of winning.
One more match, it's over.
If they drop points before and Man City don't, and like and they have to go to Etihad, yeah, it's over for them. Mind you, the last time Liverpool lost at home was October 29th to Leeds. They lost 2-1 at home. So, as bad as Liverpool has been, they haven't lost at home since October.
Zach, you said yes. Anything you want to expand on that, or is just that's all you just say?
No, I mean, Arsenal has been shaky on defense ever since that Europa League.
And Saliba, right?
Yep, and Saliba going down. I've been saying it. And this is just like you said, Marcus. Liverpool should have won that game. I think they should have won that.
No, they should not.
Even that Ramsdale save at the end.
Come on.
They should have won that game.
They did. Ramsdale did make two miracle saves, but he saved it. But then again, you see the Arsenal chance that they missed at the very end, though, to win it?
Arsenal missed it. How often is Ramsdale going to make 2 consecutive miracle saves?
Thank you. That's what Premier League champions do, though. When they need to make that miracle save to deny them from losing 3 points and to gain just 1, that's what they do. Like, come on, man. If Man City did that, you're like, okay, yeah, Man City is what they do. They used to be in champions.
But champions also turned 1 point into 3. The biggest example I can give you is Vincent Kompany when he took that random shot from way outside the box, bro. I was at work when I was watching that game.
Look,
that game, was it against Newcastle? I don't remember. It was Newcastle, Leicester, one of the bottom half clubs. Man came down off an interception, dribbling down the pitch. I could tell everybody on that pitch, including Aguero himself in the post-match interview, said it, he screamed it from the top of his lungs. On the same field, don't shoot. Vincent said, nah, this rocket is going. And then went straight into the back of the net and confirmed the 3 points for us.
So what is it about this Arsenal team, like specifically you guys, that makes you think they're gonna drop off and bottle it?
Fragile. They're weak-minded.
Oh wow, I ain't going after.
Okay.
Arsenal of the past decade, yeah, but this team, I don't see no weak minds in there. They're top of the league. They've been top since week 2, week 1? They've been top all season. So what exactly is it about them at this point with 10 games to go for them that makes you think they're weak-minded or they're not capable?
They give up leads too easily.
Now,
they don't play 90 minutes football. I've been seeing them get lucky too often. And that luck, trust me, next season is going to go the opponent's way. You'll see. They've been giving.
We're not talking about next season, though. We're talking about this season.
We're talking about this season. Yes, they've been giving up leads all season. And then, they'll call their way back. But against good teams, you see what happens. I rest my case.
Now,
the only team they've lost to in the last how many games? Like, I think 20 games is Man City twice, Everton, and Juventus.
Thank you. That's why they're not a title-winning team. They fold against big teams.
But they beat everybody. But they beat everybody else.
Okay, so
apart from Man City and Juventus.
Exactly. And, what's the Europa League?
It's not like they don't. Well, it's a Premier League now. If we're focused on Premier League, like they beat everybody. They beat literally everybody, but Man City
beat Liverpool.
You're talking about them like champions, and I'm telling you, they're a good team. They're not a championship team, and you're talking about them like champions. That's what
I'm saying that they have the qualities to be champions.
No,
I'm asking you what because they lose. Like where do you what specific game are you talking about where they lose games and they get lucky, or they give up goals and get lucky and manage?
Against Liverpool. Salah missed a penalty and Aaron Ramsey made back-to-back saves. I mean, you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I mean, I would call that champions luck. If that's Man City, you're like, oh yeah, that's
But
just
what
what
I'm saying
champions
is
do.
you're getting champions luck week in, week out. And I'm saying that's going to run out at some point. There's you said 9 games left. That's
They
a
have
lot of
10.
games to have to rely on luck.
I think they have 8. They have 8 left.
Okay, that's
And Man
still a
City have
lot of
9
games to
left.
rely on luck. That's a lot of games to rely. If you said they have 30
I'm
games,
not saying they were relying on luck at all. I just think they're playing really well, and things happen to go their way. When you play well as a team, every week in, week out, things happen to go your way.
they're not
Marcus, you probably tell you that you probably agree with me. Chelsea, when we were winning things went our ways.
Not Sheds, you misunderstand me. I'm not saying they suck. I'm not saying they're a trash team. I'm saying I'm agreeing with you that yes, they're playing well, but they're not a championship team yet. They don't have that championship gene yet. Watch. Respect my case.
Well, you know, I guess you get the championship gene after you win the championship, but I mean they're showing the qualities because they have 8 games left in the season and they're 5-point clear. If that's not championship characteristics, I don't know what it is.
They're 6 points clear with Man City a game in hand.
6 points.
Exactly. So
yeah, but look at this. Look at this. The next 2 games are West Ham away, and then they have Southampton at home before they face City. City have 3 games and Bayern twice before they play Arsenal.
Champions League. We're talking about Premier League.
No. Like combined, like all their fixtures. Man City, Arsenal only exactly, but like what? Like Man City having to play Bayern home and away before Arsenal doesn't count.
Bringing up those
it doesn't like count at all.
It's a midweek game, so it'll be short turnaround unless the 2 times that we're playing Arsenal are on Sundays, which at this point, looking at
it doesn't matter.
I think so.
Man City is going to win that game.
It's on a Wednesday. The Arsenal game is on a Wednesday. So Arsenal have West Ham on Sunday away, Friday 21st. And they come down Wednesday 26th. They have to go to Man City. Let's look at Man City. Man City have to go to Bayern next. They have to host Leicester. They have to go to Bayern. They have to come back, have Sheffield. They have to play Brighton, and then they play Arsenal. That's 5 games. Arsenal have Man City have 5 games, 4 games to play before Arsenal. Arsenal have 2. Like that doesn't matter at all.
If you see Leicester, the way the Leicester is playing, if you see Leicester on the schedule, it's a bye week. Let's be honest. If you see Leicester on the schedule,
Checks. Listen.
It's still 90 plus minutes of fatigue on the legs. It's still double the amount of playing time as Arsenal.
You're not getting my point, bro. You're just not getting my point. Because
I think I got your point. I'm just giving my explanation of like what I see in the pictures.
I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. You don't need to explain because I agree with you. All the other teams you're mentioning, fine. But I know to be champions, you got to beat the champions, bro. I'm sorry. I've seen Pep Guardiola win 5, 6, 7 games in a row with no striker. And it wasn't luck. I'm sorry, bro. I've just seen too much of that to just say, oh, Arsenal is just gonna... Bro, they have a game in hand, and they still have to play you. And the last time they played you, you folded like a piece of paper. I'm sorry. if you tired and won that game, okay. But I know to be champions, you got to beat the champions. That's unfortunately how sports works. And Arsenal have passed every other test. But the important test to be champions, which is what you're trying to make them to be. And I'm telling you, they're a good team, but they're not a championship team yet. And that will be seen as the games go by.
So if they beat Man City, they're a championship team.
If they beat Man City, they win the Premier League.
I mean, they have to.
What else?
Okay.
So before we move off this picture, just from the Liverpool side of things, do we think this makes any changes for them? This draw, does it kickstart anything?
Well, I don't know. I don't know that it does.
I don't know what
Yeah. I mean, they clawed back from 2-0 down and barely managed to like, they gave 1 point after all the effort they put in. Like, it was good for morale. Oh, we won a point rather than losing all 3. But I don't see how this like helps them for the rest of the season. They have nothing to play for apart from top 4. Like it's still the same mission.
It should help. Well, I'm saying it should. If this doesn't,
For morale,
if losing to the number 1 place team doesn't help you, I don't know what will. Like, what do you want to beat Man City 7-0? You can't do that. You already played Man City twice. That's the next team that I think can help them, because they've already gone through it all. They beat Man U 7-0, their greatest rival. They've lost at home. They've tied Chelsea. They've beaten Real Madrid, then lost to Real Madrid. I don't know. Like, you tell me, Marcus, if tying Arsenal at home, coming back from a 2-goal deficit, doesn't jumpstart something, what would? Help me out.
I mean, I think at this point, all that's left for Liverpool is seeing what they have left. And I say that when I say that is,
let's see, what do they have left?
What this will kickstart is going into these last 8, 9, 10 games, because everybody's played a different amount of games. Everybody has a different amount of games left. Whatever's left on their fixture list, it's now the workout period. All right, we're gonna see how the team plays, and at the end of the summer, basically, you're gonna use these 10 games and what you've seen throughout the season to be like, all right, let's see what's the dead wood and what's salvageable. That's how I see this rating of the season looking for Liverpool, and that's about it. Yeah, because like Shaq said, I think it's a done deal for them.
Yeah.
Well, they have 9 games in the Premier League left, and 2 of those games are against Tottenham and Aston Villa, who are above them. And like on paper, like let's say it's Liverpool of what last season or 2 seasons ago. I'm like, they could win all these games, or at least most of them, but I don't know.
Not the same.
It's not the same with them, and like looking at it based on this season, it's a bunch of tough games for them too, because all these other teams on here, Brentford, Spurs, West Ham, Leeds, Leicester, they all have things to play for as well. Like Southampton don't want to be relegated. Like, so, and Liverpool, it seems like the teams this season have a blueprint for beating Liverpool. And you know whose flank it is that they attack, and their set plays and their crosses into the box, that they seem unable to defend. So it's like Liverpool, they still have the same problems, regardless of if they drew 2-2 with Arsenal. They didn't they didn't go Super Saiyan 3 because they drew with Arsenal at home. They're still the same team with the same problems. So, hey, they have a goal. I guess their only goal right now is to finish top 4. And hey, it's possible mathematically, but the other teams also have a say in that. So.
Yeah. All right, that's good enough as it is for last word. Let's move on to another matchup from this weekend that had quite the controversy in it. Tottenham versus Brighton.
Can someone
start off with this match?
Can someone please tell me what that was about from the jump with the coaches? Because to this day I still don't understand why De Zerbi was so mad.
I mean, I don't. They explained it a little bit. This really goes back to I guess the last time they met. It's just bad blood between. I guess Delaney got in there, but he was the. It's really coming from Conte. He was just the assistant at that point, so it's really just bad blood from the last time they met. Things just didn't go well. And to be honest, with the way this match went, how can I blame De Zerbi, bro? This was straight up a robbery. For Brighton, this was straight up a robbery. Brighton should have won this game. This was
it was.
Whoever was in charge of VAR for this game, they need to make sure they never see a football pitch again for the rest of their life. let alone refereeing or being a part of VAR, because like of all the fouls that went no called, the two egregious, one was a call that was made, the other was no call. Starting off with the call that was made, the fact that they called Mitoma's goal
as handball
off because it was a handball is ridiculous.
It was right
Man
here.
hit it with the shoulder. Man hit it with the shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm like, if that's a handball, so just cut off everything here at the beginning of each match. Just cut it off.
You're allowed to go with your shoulder. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's actually more than the shoulder. Actually, it's
your hand starts like right here.
That's what I thought it was to the sleeve. They count everything.
It is to the sleeve? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
That's not on the law.
That's
the law says the shirt sleeve.
Yes. That's why they were robbed. It's to your shirt sleeve. Yeah.
So I'm like, if you're reading the law, so how could you call this a handball? That's number one. Number two, how this dude's stamp on Mitoma doesn't get called for a penalty at the end of the match is incredulous. I'm like, and they showed multiple replays on it on the live thing. I can't even imagine what was available for VAR, but just from what I was seeing on NBC, I'm like, what angles do you need to see to give this? If this was in the middle of the pitch, it's a foul. It's a free kick. So just because it's in the penalty box, what you're gonna swallow the whistle? That's all I got to say on that match. Tottenham, very, 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 very lucky. Very, 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 very lucky. Very lucky.
Yes, absolutely. No,
they were supposed to lose that game. I had them losing that game, and I don't know. Like, I still don't understand why De Zerbi was so mad, because last time they met, Brighton won. Maybe about getting knocked out in the FA Cup, but I don't know. It's all good. Whatever. Brighton have a chance of finishing above Tottenham. Let me see how good. Oh, it's a very good chance too, because they still have 2 games in hand.
Yeah, so 2 games in hand.
He might have the last laugh at the end of the day.
Well, I think they're definitely gonna. We're definitely seeing Brighton in Europe next year. I just don't. I don't think
definitely some kind of
Champions League is too far gone at this point. But we're definitely seeing them in Europe next year.
About time. Maybe Brentford. Aston Villa is coming back. They're 6th. Aston Villa is 6th.
I would love to see Brentford in the Europa League. Don't blame me.
Yeah, they'll be in the Europa League. I can call it right now. They'll be in Europa League, and they're gonna finish above Spurs.
My guy, Ivan Toney.
For Brentford?
How's your guy?
He's always been my guy.
Wait, now, so you don't remember at the beginning of the year when we were going back and forth. We were going back and forth when I was telling you that, when I was comparing him to him and Ollie Watkins, saying it wasn't much of a drop off.
No, I said he's way better than Ollie Watkins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I've been proven right so far.
Okay. I won't say he's better than Ollie Watkins.
Well, I mean, Ivan Toney ban's still incoming though, so I don't expect him to play all of next season. I think they're going to ban him for the entirety of next season.
139 counts, was it?
Yeah.
They have to do something. Well,
I don't know why they haven't charged him. I don't know what's taking so long for them to charge.
I'm thinking him a heavy fine.
He has a really good lawyer. It's not coming.
So did he plead not guilty, or like what's going on? Because I'm like,
he paid some fine and boom, it's all right. It's back to the. He was selected to play with England. It's not coming.
That's crazy. Yeah, he's right. If he was selected to play for England,
he pleaded guilty. He pleaded guilty to more than 200 betting related charges and faces a ban of up to 6 months. So, like, what's going on? He actually broke 262 betting rules between February 2017 and January 2021.
Honestly, whatever ban of 6 months, he probably just paid off a fine. Yeah.
Has it been concluded?
No, like
I don't know.
Still under investigation?
Like let me check that real quick.
Because it's
This was back in February.
Yeah.
He pleaded guilty, but like there's no other news after that.
That means
in 2017,
he paid it off.
Here's this. In 2017, Joey Barton was banned for 18 months by the FA for placing 1,260 bets. You remember Joey Barton? But Barton managed to get the ban reduced for 13 months following the appeal. The dude he was betting too?
Trippier.
Yeah. He was banned for 10 weeks and fined 70K for telling his friends to lump money on him.
Was he a player when he got banned or
Trippier?
Was he a man?
Yeah.
No, not Trippier.
Barton.
Wait, Trippier got banned too?
He's a player, right?
Was he still a player in 2017?
No, he was a manager.
He was a manager.
Yeah, so that's different. So of course he would get banned because you're under different rules as a manager. But you said Trippier got banned too?
Yeah, he told his friends to bet on him going to Spurs, leaving Spurs to go to Atletico Madrid, and he was banned 10 weeks.
That's different. That's insider trading. He knew what was happening.
Yeah.
It's not like although Toney broke 200 whatever rules he broke, he was just betting as a regular person. It's not like
he didn't break his Toney or Trippier.
Toney
or Barton. Toney was betting on his own games, I think. Well,
yeah, but that's different.
I don't have any
betting
proof
as
for
a
that.
regular person. It's not like he was going out and affecting whatever was happening.
Toney?
Yeah, Trippier out here knowing that he's moving to Atletico, so he's betting.
It was a sure thing. Like it was a sure thing.
Yeah, it was definitely.
But Toney though. But Toney though, like Toney was playing in. Let's say I don't know if he was, but if he was betting on games he was involved in, that's like match fixing.
But no, it's not, because listen, that's like me as a boxer telling you and Zach, yo, I have this fight coming up on Saturday. Bet me to win. That's me just being confident. I'm telling you, bet me to win. I can still go out there and lose.
What if you bet on Brighton to lose?
What do you say?
Or Brentford to lose.
Or Brentford to lose.
Then that's different.
Okay.
That's
you see, we don't have the details though. We don't have the details.
Right.
What if he told his friends to bet on him getting a yellow card and then he tackled somebody on purpose?
You know, he has been getting a lot of yellows this season. He has been getting a lot of yellows this season.
Bro, it's complicated, man. Because if he's gambling, if he's breaking the rules and betting, then everybody around him is in on it too, because they're with him. They know what he's doing, and they're like, oh, what are you gonna do? You know, and they're encouraging him to break the rules too. You know, maybe the only reason they found out is because he told them to bet on something, and maybe he couldn't score that many goals, and then they lost money. And then, you know what? Since you won't refund me and you're making money regardless, pay me. Give me back my money. And he's like, no. And then someone snitched on him. I don't know. This is just hypothetical. But like Ivan Toney is definitely guilty. He pleaded guilty. And he's going to get banned for a long time.
Nah, he paid him off.
Hey man, I love to see a black man get away with committing a crime. Shout out to O.J. Simpson. But
wow.
Hey, he's guilty. He's guilty. I hope he gets away with it, but he's guilty. Hey, I don't know whether OJ was guilty or not. I know it didn't fit, but with him, OJ pleaded innocent. Toney is pleading guilty. Big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Yeah. Time will tell. All right, next match on the docket. We got Man United, Everton. Not really much to talk about with this match, but only reason I really, put it up in the checklist here. One is because we're a Premier League podcast, but two, Rashford went down injured, and with how good Man United has been playing, this injury doesn't look good. And Ten Hag has said as much in that post-match presser. He said it wasn't looking good at all. is this it for Man U? Could we see them drop out of the top four? Like, could we see them go on a losing streak?
Well, if he's out for a significant period of time, then hell yeah, because he's been carrying them all season long.
It's his groin, so it's gonna be
That's at least 2 to 4 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks with a groin, you're pushing it. It's definitely. Well,
I mean, yeah, 2 to 4. I mean, that's what the doctors say, but realistically, for him to get fit, it'll be at least a month.
Bro, you couldn't.
So at the very least, he'll be out a month. I didn't see
him when he injured it.
I didn't see him go down.
Did you see him when he injured it? Bro, he could not walk.
Yeah, it was unprovoked.
Did he pull his? Oh, it was a muscle. Like he just pulled something.
Groin, bro. He went to bring down a ball. And of course there was a defender next to him, but regular body contact that happened.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like the body contact, put his.
It wasn't like a contact injury
or anything like that. It was just regular contact. They went up. He came down, grabbed his groin, and he immediately signaled to the bench.
Yeah.
And he was in front of their goal. He couldn't even get back.
I've had that injury before.
He immediately walked off.
Yeah.
He walked up next to their goal and walked all the way around back to his bench. And he wasn't even walking. The guy was a very, very slow limp.
He was limping.
Fault Mob is saying it's a strain injury and he'll be back early May 2023.
Yeah, he'll be back.
So at least a month.
It's a groin injury though.
It's like to heal and then to get fit again. So you can add like a.
But the thing with that is he's not gonna be. It's not gonna be fully healed. that injury takes months to fully heal. Like when I had that in college, I played through the season with it.
And look. Even if it is early May, Man U's last game.
Yeah,
Man U's last game is
the off season when I had to sit out like months. So
and Man U's last game of the season is May 7th. So early May, he might just be done for the rest of the
he's probably
year.
Done. Seriously,
how many fixtures is that left with them? No, that's all the games. They're
done May 7th.
Europa League final.
If they make it, they have to host Sevilla on Thursday.
He's out for Sevilla.
Yeah, he's definitely out for both legs. Yeah. He's out for both legs. So I don't know. Can they beat Sevilla without Rashford? I don't know. Didn't Sancho score this past weekend? Did he assist?
Although if it were me, I would have been out for this first leg of Sevilla, but I would have come back for the second leg of Sevilla.
Because you would have played injured, because you don't care about your life. You just want to play. But Rashford wants to be fit for next season. Did you see what happened to Izzy Brown? The Chelsea youth player we signed. Yeah, he tore his ACL twice and he's done. He retired
before the age of 22.
26 actually. He's 20. Surprisingly, he's 26 and he's done. So yeah, Rashford is not gonna risk re-injuring whatever is going on. You saw that with Conte.
ACL is different. ACL. That's your movement.
That's like the worst. That's like the worst one. But groin too. You do have to move with your groin. Like
the thing about your groin, you can still move. It just hurts. You feel like your leg is falling off after the first week. But after that first week, you can move, but it's gonna hurt. So,
but you could also re-injure it because you're not letting it heal properly. If you're playing like top level English football, like playing like in the Premier League isn't gonna help you heal. It's just gonna damage it more.
I don't know if you can re-injure it because the thing with that is like it's really just you like slightly overstretch it doing like high intensity running. So it's already injured. It's you're not really going to injure it any more than it already is unless you just like tear your groin. You know.
Well, they're saying it's a strain. It's a strain.
It's a strain. So he didn't tear it. He didn't tear his groin muscle. So Yeah, he could. I'm telling you, he could come back and play. It would just hurt a lot.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's the only thing. It's just the more you're off it, the better it heals. But whatever day is coming back, May, it's still not going to be healed. You need multiple months.
Well, here's what I'll say.
Yeah.
If Man U really needs Rashford to come back and play through this groin injury, then
I
there are
think
bigger
he will.
issues. There are
Yeah.
bigger issues. Then there are bigger issues because you have 200 million sitting right there in Anthony and Sancho. Like,
But they're not. They can't do what Rashford does, though,
it
Marcus.
doesn't. Then why did you buy them? Why did you
I
spend that
agree.
money?
I agree.
To do what they're not currently capable of.
That's
I
what
agree.
the person that pisses me off the most is Anthony. That dude is just icing. That's what he is. He's just icing. He goes out onto the pitch. He does all the dribble moves. He does all this stuff, and I'm like, I've never
No
seen
end
a player
product.
do so many dribble moves just to stay in front of the defender. I thought you do dribble moves to get to fool the defender, get them on the ground, do something so you get by them. The dude does all that stuff just to stay in front of them.
That's why I want Mahrez so badly.
Mahrez, don't even we start on him. Mahrez, he'll get by the defender, but he only has two moves. He's only gonna cut inside.
We already have Sterling, man.
It's not complicated, but it works every time. The cut inside, fake shot, no, fake shot. It works. What do you mean?
It works. It works in getting corners. You know how many passes he gives up to do those fake shots? Yo, it's my this is so much. Yo, he'll look off, run after run, just a fake
You
pass.
take the good with the bad, though, right? At least you get a corner out of it.
But still, the bad.
Mahrez at Chelsea would just be Willian 2.0. Like, trust me, we get tired of him quick.
Come on.
We get tired of him real quick because first of all, he's not gonna be anywhere as good for Chelsea as he has been for Man City. He's gonna be worse.
I think the shackles would be unleashed. William was good for us.
How
William was good. What?
Willian was pretty good. But come on, man. Like, is that what we need right now, Mahrez?
We could use. I'll trade Ziyech for Mahrez in a heartbeat.
Well, sure, of course, you would.
He's a lot more directed, so I'll take it. Mahrez is a bit too much of a finesse player for me, man.
No, I actually think Ziyech would work better in Pep's system, and Mahrez would work better with us.
Man, Pep has made.
Mahrez is a rough rider, bro. He'll go to war with you.
He will go. You know what?
A lot of players better under Pep, man. Pep has turned John Stones and Nathan Ake into superstars, man. Come on, now. Of course, he'll look better under Pep.
Nathan Ake is not a superstar.
You forgot one. Akanji. You forgot one.
Akanji.
I'll give him Akanji.
Since Akanji put on Manchester City blue.
The thing with Akanji is I've always rated Akanji a higher player than those two guys you mentioned. So whatever team he went to, I believe he would have been.
But you see, you already rated him. You already rated him because you knew it was good. But did you rate John Stones and Ake as highly as they're playing right now at Man City?
John Stones and Ake are playing. Okay, John Stones, just because of the fact that Man City got him so young and they had a chance to mold him.
Now, Zach, before you say what you say,
give them John Stones.
Zach, hold on. Before you say what you're gonna say about Ake,
he was doing that at Chelsea, and we weren't winning anything with him. Please, he went to a better team. Can you blame him? Come on.
He was doing it at Chelsea. If he was doing this at Chelsea.
No, it wasn't. If he was doing it at Chelsea, we wouldn't have let him go to Bayern.
Thank you.
Now Tariq Lamptey was doing whatever he was doing at Chelsea. We wouldn't let him go to Brighton. We kept Rhys James for a reason. Champions League.
Now you're being truthful.
You guys didn't get us no Champions League.
So he did that. So he did.
He got better. We got
Wait, so he did get better at Man City.
Exactly.
So he did get better at Man City.
He went to checks.
But is he better though? Is he better?
You're supposed
Did
to
he improve as a player?
What do you mean?
Individually.
Just by virtue of getting older and more experience, of course you're going to get better. You're going to a better team. Yeah.
You're not giving Pep.
But he did get better though.
So you're not giving Pep his kudos.
Yes, he did get better. Okay, yes, that's all I'm saying. Pep made it look better.
I'm giving Pep kudos on, what did I say?
Akanji.
John Stones. And I can't give him my Akanji because Akanji was already that nice.
Hey.
That's like Pep. Bro, you are acting like Pep just gets players. What's that? Nathan Ake was to fill a role that they were seriously lacking. All right? Akanji, he was an upgrade. That was
we bought Ake as a backup. We still had Cancelo on the team.
Yes.
And
he's a starter now, though.
Okay, so we are there, right? So now Ake is a starter. Ake is an out and out starter. Wait, hold on. You just agreed that we bought Ake as a backup. Yes. Okay. So now look at the growth. The guy is an out and out starter now. He's one of the first names on the team sheet.
Who are you going to start?
And you're not giving Pep credit to that.
Who's on your bench?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's on the bench anymore because Ake is just that good.
Oh my God, as good as who? I'm calling for him.
I'm telling you, it doesn't matter because he's just that good. Even if we had options, we would look to start Ake first because of how good he can play.
You're right. He fills a role. Akanji is that. Akanji is that guy. Ake fills a role. Like, what do you want me to say? They won the Premier League with Cancelo. They won the Premier League without Cancelo. They won the Premier League with Ake. They won the Premier League without Ake. But Akanji is more of a centerpiece to that defense than Ake. You know it. Exactly. So what are we saying?
Pep must have done something to you in his past life for this. To follow you.
It's little he just found a technically gifted player because most Netherlands players are. So he found a technically gifted defender, one of the best defenders in Netherlands, which he's good, but man, he's not better than. Really, I don't think he's better than like any of our starting center backs or our center backs. He's not better than Chalobah. He's not better than Fofana.
Okay. We don't have enough time. We'll let that be the last word. We don't have enough time. We'll let that be the last word. We don't have enough time. We have Champions League to discuss. We have Champions League.
I'm impressed with. The only guy I can say is better than them is Akanji.
Like, my guy, you just said Chalobah over Ake.
Yes, Akanji is better than Ake. What? Come on. He changed your defense.
We're not mentioning Akanji now. Okay. You just said Chalobah over
Chalobah over Ake. Yeah, 1,000%.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Yes, I'll take Chalobah all day over Ake.
Badiashio.
Over Ake all day.
Hey!
All day. And 10 times on Sunday.
That was a test and you failed it. All right, we're done.
Hey, it's okay. Fine. You don't have to agree with
okay, final word. That was fine. Final word. We got Champions League coming up tomorrow. All right. Wow. I'm just at a loss of words with what I just heard. But we have Champions League coming up tomorrow. Big match. Let's start off first with the useless one. Benfica, Inter.
One of those teams. Well, yeah, one of those teams is making the final. Okay, be respectful. The useful ones. One of those teams isn't making it out of this side, and I already know who it is. Disrespectful.
Okay. So, who's coming out on that one? I honestly
Benfica. I think it's Benfica.
First off, before we even say that, are any of you watching it?
Yes.
There's 2 games tomorrow at 3:00.
Oh man, it's at the same time. Yeah, I know.
Wait, which other one is at that time?
Both of them are at the same time.
Which other one? Man City, Bayern.
I'm watching Man City Bayern, so
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
so hold on. So what was this?
actually
What was
wait.
hold on? Where was the respect you were just talking about earlier?
Actually wait.
I mean, but
Actually,
it goes. I don't know why it's at the same time. Why can't it be like 12-3?
Actually, we'll be watching both. Yes, and simultaneously.
Different
Yes.
screens.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they have the games at the same time though. Why can't they just have one at
I
noon
don't.
and the other
I
one at
don't
3
either.
so we can
It
watch
is what it
both?
is.
Do they not want
It
the
is.
money? You know, UEFA are money hungry, so it's like why? Just another thing that doesn't make sense. But continue.
I mean, so anyways, I don't really see. To be honest, if I had to pick one, I think I might pick Benfica because
I'm
Really?
definitely leaning
yeah,
Benfica.
their recent form is a lot better than Inter. Yo, Inter
So-
fell off a cliff after
This is the first. By the way, this is their first meeting in their history. It's the first time they ever met. Benfica have won 4. Benfica have won 4 out of the last 5 games. Inter have won 0 of the last 5 games,
Bro.
and it's lost 2.
Inter is
Inter
winning that
falling
game.
off the cliff, bro.
Inter is winning that game.
And they're starting Lukaku regularly nowadays too.
Yeah, yes.
Because
But it-
what's his name? No. Thank you for mentioning that. Why are they starting with regular regularly? Because their alternative is a 40-year-old striker. That's why.
What happened to Lauro Martinez?
And I'll say, that's another one. That dude
Dzeko.
blows hot and cold.
Either
Lautaro
Dzeko,
Martinez blows hot and cold. And now back to Lukaku, to the point of Lukaku, he still hasn't really gotten over his injury. So he's really not
They're starting Carrera. Who is
really not the healthiest, bro.
bro? Come on, man.
No,
Come on, man.
you were
They're
just
starting
saying it
Joaquin
earlier.
Carrera.
He's playing through it. Zach, you were saying earlier that you're never really okay until the offseason where you can actually take an extended amount of time
True.
where you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
He hasn't had that moment because
Is
he's
he
been
playing with
in
a
the
groin
season.
injury or something?
Something like that, I think. Hold on, let me look it up.
No, you said the other option is 44, but Joaquin Carrera, who plays for
Dzeko.
Argentina, is Dzeko. Okay, Dzeko. But this dude that started their last game is 28 though, and he plays for Argentina. I'm not sure if it was at the World Cup win. But yeah, Dzeko is not 44, he's 37, but I get your point. I get your point.
37-year-old for you. Is that really? Exactly. Come
I
on.
mean, hey, Martinez started on the bench too, and he's 25.
Well, yeah.
Or at least their last game.
Like,
This the last game.
They are taking the page out of Pep Guardiola's book, which I don't agree with, which is why Pep Guardiola only has 1 Champions League title. But hey, that's neither here or there.
We need to
Yeah.
win the Champions League this year because I'm tired of you bringing this up as
Well, don't worry, we'll talk about you. We'll talk about you next. Zach, continue.
No, I mean the thing with that is, I'm telling you right now, Inter's gonna win this game because you said they're gonna win this game. Are they gonna bench Lautaro Martinez? If you're telling me that they'll bench Lautaro Martinez, Benfica wins.
Okay.
I mean,
But they will start Lukaku.
If you're really gonna take a page out of Pep Guardiola's
they should honestly bench Lukaku.
and bench their best player. What was that, Marcus?
They should bench Lukaku. They should bench Lukaku.
Exactly. They should start Martinez and Dzeko. They need to start Martinez and
He
Dzeko.
doesn't have the fitness to go the full 90.
Marcus
So come him off. Let him come off his park.
That was probably one of the most brilliant Lukaku takes I've heard you say, because
That's the only good Lukaku take he's had all season. That's the only one. The bench Lukaku. Oh yeah, duh.
Yeah,
Of course they should bench Lukaku.
Listen, you need to thank God that Manchester United fucked up Lukaku and his like for Manchester, because back when we were looking for a striker and he was an option. If they saved us.
Yes.
All I know is, listen, what Haaland is doing now, you would have been seeing a fraction from Lukaku.
Says, am I wrong? Lukaku literally should have been Erling Haaland. Am I wrong?
He should have been whatever the upgrade of Drogba was. He should have been that. I don't know if that's Haaland, but he should have been that guy. But hey,
God, he just was not.
he chose to go to Man U.
To be fair,
God.
Lukaku is a target man, and that isn't necessarily how Chelsea play.
Yeah, we did under when Drogba. What was Drogba?
Back in the day, yeah.
Again, that was the
His target
Drogba.
man in history.
Yes.
Drogba and Costa were target man. And no other and no other striker that wasn't a target man ever worked out for us.
Yes.
So yeah, maybe we do need a target man again. Maybe we do need to go back to those days.
So that's what I'm saying. You guys are talking about history, but you never played that way when Lukaku was on the team. That's the only point I'm making.
We tried
Unfortunately.
Wait.
You know, no.
Oh, stop.
You can't say you tried to because when I watched the games, I didn't see it. When I watched the games, I didn't see it.
The first 3-4 games, he scored 4 goals in like 3 appearances.
He did start really well. But
he was just terrible.
And then all of a sudden, you guys stopped crossing the ball, and the guy was not able to predict when the ball would come to him.
No, stop. What?
All I'm saying is what I saw.
No, we didn't change we had to change the way we played because Lukaku started being bad and we had to bench him. That's why. All right? Because our play was Lukaku centric. If you go back and watch the first 3-4 games of that season, he was off to a bang. And then what happened? He started sucking like that Tottenham game. Like, oh my God!
We'll say that.
Oh my God, man!
Wait, who was?
We have 10 minutes. Hold on. We'll save this for another day. We have 10 minutes. We need to discuss the other side of tomorrow's Champions League matchup. The only side that matters, if we're being honest. Manchester City, Bayern Munich. Y'all been chatting a lot. Oh, this matchup. Y'all been chatting a lot. So
Man City 0-3 Bayern.
Wow.
Continue. Say whatever you want to say. I'm done speaking. Continue.
You're a fool. So that's your predicted score.
I said what I said.
It's alright. So I'll say what 3-0 Man City.
Oh.
3-0 Man City. And I'll go so far to say, if Haaland doesn't score a hat trick, he's scoring 2.
Haaland won't even score. Watch. Haaland is not even going to score. He's not even going to score.
You kiss your mother with that mouth?
He's not even. Yes, I do. He's not even going to score.
Thomas Tuchel is going to win this matchup total 1-0. The first game is going to be a 0-0 draw. Second game 1-0.
Is the first game at Etihad or?
It's at Etihad.
Gonna be 0-0.
Oh yeah, definitely 3-0. Definitely 3-0.
Gonna be 0-0. Then they're gonna beat you at Ali.
No. Definitely 3-0.
Oh Lord.
Definitely 3-0.
This man thinks he's beating Bayern 3-0. Oh,
this is the time.
It's his year.
We got Haaland for games like this, and you should be concerned from what Haaland showed you.
Okay.
You should be very concerned.
Okay.
Very concerned.
Okay. Let him talk.
I know you saw the bicycle kick.
Listen,
it doesn't show up when they need him the most. It doesn't. He stat pads against Southampton and Norwich. Continue.
Listen. Call it what you want. I call it scoring goals. Something Chelsea can't do this season at all. So hey,
we still have the same amount of trophies though.
To go and score goals and win games.
Okay.
We were gonna go score tomorrow and win this game. Bayern is coming to visit England, and they're going to leave with an honorary butt whooping. We'll put them over our knee, bend them over the knee, and give them some questions.
Honestly, I can't say. Normally, I would say Marcus is right because if you go back to history, German teams coming to England, they've lost. Like they haven't even tied. Like they've lost. But
not anymore.
This is different because there's a certain manager on that Bayern squad who is not afraid of whatever Etihad Stadium, whatever, what. He's in there, done that, beat that same team 3 times in a row with a not as good a squad.
Because that dude that's gotten Bayern playing so well.
But now he has a much better squad. And you know his specialty is cup ties.
Exactly. Yeah. But Tuchel has a much better squad with this Bayern team than he did with that Chelsea team. So
no, you're right. You're absolutely right. I'm not concerned.
So I expect this to be a dub.
Not concerned whatsoever. Okay, keep expecting.
This is a Bayern dub.
Very, very, very disappointed.
Very. You know, the only way you can even get a result in this game is if you park the bus. But Messi don't do that. So
the only way. Okay, there's no listen. Just you brought up park the bus. That lets me know you're speaking from. That's pride talking. There's no There's no serious analytics being done with that statement. We are going to play our football the way we play our football. It'll be scandalizing,
and that's what's gonna lead to your downfall. Exactly. That's what's gonna lead to your downfall. Like literally, they know you play one way. You guys are very proud. You're very proud of the football you play, and everybody knows the type of football you play. When you meet a team and a coach that have the tools to match you, you're done. You're done.
Okay. So says you. Will we concede a goal or two?
I mean, it's facts. Look at the past. Look at the history. Look at the history.
Anymore.
He just sold himself out. Marcus.
How'd I say?
One goal in this tie, you will lose this tie. I'm telling you now, Thomas Tuchel is coming.
Concede one goal in this tie, we'll lose this. Listen, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Whatever Bayern puts up, we're putting up double. That's what I meant.
You know, I gotta applaud you for having this much confidence. I would too.
You should. So, they're about to be Premier League champions. If my team was about to be Premier League champions, I'd have ultimate confidence in that. But I am since I'm at the lower end of this table, I can look up and see what's really going on because
the bottom map is very far. The bottom map is very far.
You can't really see what's going on because he's so high up and his vision is just so.
Hey, guys! We still have 2 more Champions League fixtures. We have 2 more.
Okay.
We got Milan, Napoli, and Madrid, Chelsea.
From the side of useless, this is the most important tie. AC Milan, Napoli. I think Napoli is definitely going to win this one though.
Did you see what AC Milan just did to them boys? 4-0.
Yeah, of course. I just seen what we do. Of course, that's why I said this. That's why I said this tie is the most interesting. But at the same time, we know what energy Napoli's been on. Napoli has been the Italian Real Madrid. Yeah, they have not had a fight in Serie A all season. The only place they can look for competitiveness is the Champions League. So although they're
literally facing their arch nemesis. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I understand that, but bro, do you not see the table? Bro, let me go look up.
I'm not worried about the table. I'm worried about the fixtures they had against Milan.
Bro, you should be. You should be.
What does the table have to do with Champions League? Man, how many times do we have to go back to Chelsea winning the Champions League when we were 14th or 12th?
Because they're so, listen, they are so clear. It has
nothing to do with the Champions League, bro.
Here's the thing.
Champions League is about matchups.
Here's where it matters, right? Because the same way they say, we talk about Premier League matchups, like, there's a big matchup at the weekend, but you have a midweek big tie. Shaggs was making this point earlier with Man City and Arsenal. We have Bayern in between. That it does, bro. We have Bayern in between. Those are big matches to have on our mind, and also a match that could decide the Premier League title.
So,
these two teams,
Serie A is pretty much done. Serie A is pretty much done, bro.
Those matchups don't matter that much, man.
Bro.
Look,
they kind of do, though. They kind of do, especially when it's important, must-win knockout elimination games, and you still have to go back and play the league, and then come back the next week and compete in the Champions League.
Champions League is about matchups, bro. You could be terrible in the league.
No. But we're not saying I'm not disagreeing with that with you, but it's like the fatigue of having to play midweek and on the weekend and on midweek again versus just playing weekend and not playing weekend.
I play all the same players all the games. There's subs. And I'm
But
telling
most
you,
of the same players are gonna play. Your core is gonna play, and you're gonna rest two or three players.
Man City's subs are good enough to beat Arsenal. Is what I'm saying. Really, what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So Man City,
yeah, but we're not
so
talking.
Man
We're not
City's
talking
B team is
Arsenal.
able to
We're
beat
talking.
Arsenal's A team.
Easy.
Okay. I'm not even.
Julian Alvarez did
Hold on.
Liverpool. Wait,
We're getting off topic. We're getting off
am I
topic.
lying? Am I saying lies? You
Well,
saw
hold
what
on.
Julian Alvarez did to Liverpool.
You're
I
not
just
lying,
said
but we're getting
okay.
off topic.
What?
We only.
Let's
brought
get
up
back to topic.
that.
Since Kevin De Bruyne is part of their B team, thank you.
Oh, come on,
Okay,
bro.
fair.
David Brighton is not B team, bro.
Listen,
Anyways, let's get back to Napoli AC
We
Milan.
only brought that up because Napoli and AC Milan, right? Serie A is domestic league is pretty much done and dusted. So Napoli could go the rest of the season only playing their B team in Serie A. Don't have to care about anything.
They'll still lose to AC Milan.
You think so?
Telling you this. Yes. But I'm telling you. It
Well,
doesn't
me personally,
once you're on that pitch, you only see your opponent. If I beat you 4-0, come on, bro. Come on.
Alright.
what happened to Quaradona? That was your guy.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what happened.
All right.
He's made his prediction. All right, final.
What about that game is actually Quaradona had the highest rating of any Napoli player.
Of course he did. He's their best player.
Yes, he is.
All right, final topic for today's episode. We got the last Champions League matchup this week: Real Madrid, Chelsea. Predictions. Let's keep it to 2 minutes each. Let's get it. I'll start off. This is gonna be a tough match. To be honest, Real Madrid has been playing ass, but Chelsea has been also ass. My God.
There's a chance.
There is a chance. There's a chance. It's 50-50.
It really is 50-50. If you asked me this 2 weeks ago when the tie was first made, I was looking at this like, oh my God, Chelsea's gonna get killed. Since then, Real Madrid has really tried their hardest to show the world that Chelsea has a chance. So I'm gonna call this one a draw, and it's gonna be decided in the second half of the leg.
At home at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah,
Wow.
you guys haven't been scoring. Well, no, yeah.
Not
You
very
guys
good
haven't
at
been scoring like that, and I think you're gonna have a better chance scoring at Stamford Bridge than.
I don't think so. I think it's 2-0 away for us. We win 2-0 away.
Really?
And then lose 1-0 at home and barely make it through by the skin of our teeth.
Okay.
Bro, our Achilles heel has been our home. When we get in front of our fans, watch our home games, man. We get in front of our fans.
I kind of like it happened that way because we need to go all out in the first leg to like try to end it or just at least beat them, at least win, and then go back to Stamford Bridge and hire Jose Mourinho, park that mother effing bus at home and just see what happens.
Jose Mourinho is
honestly. He's a rumba coach. I know. But Lampard played under Mourinho. He knows how to park the bus. So hopefully, like honestly, for me, it's not even like you cannot ask me a specific reason why I think Chelsea will win this year's Champions League, other than it's Chelsea, and this is what we do. It's just vibes. We've sacrificed 3 managers this season. Usually, we only have to sacrifice 1 manager to win the Champions League. This year, we sacrificed 3.
The way this man is talking, it's the legal cause that they've done. Oh my gosh!
No. I know. There's some spells been cast. There's some voodoo going on. The Haitian Chelsea fans are in on it. The Nigerian Chelsea fans are in on it. They're casting all the spells against Real Madrid, and Real Madrid, they don't know nothing about black magic. So when they get knocked out by Chelsea, us Chelsea fans are gonna be like, yeah, of course. But y'all are just gonna be like, oh my God, I cannot believe Chelsea went through. Oh my God, these guys are doing it again, and we're gonna do it again. Inshallah.
Okay.
Amen.
So final wrap up, I guess. I'm going for a draw in this first leg. You two are going for Chelsea win.
Honestly, I'm going for Chelsea progressing overall. That's what I'm going for. That's what I believe in, and I believe in.
Chelsea wins this first leg. Chelsea progresses. If we win this first leg, we progress. If we do anything, a draw, all bets are off. Well, we win this first leg, when we will, we progress.
I didn't say who progresses, so I'll just wrap up by saying that I think Real Madrid progresses. But that may just be a lot of biasness because I really want revenge from last year. Time will tell. And with that, that brings us to the end of yet another episode. As always, thanks for listening in. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share with your friends, family. And as always, we'll catch you the next time. Peace.
Peace out.